Good morning YouTube, what's happening? What's going on? Today I'm going to be showing you guys an airbag light that's on in my E39 5 Series. So let me just turn the ignition on here. And as you can see, down in the right hand corner we have the airbag light illuminated. Now fortunately I have a good idea of why this came on. I recently had the side of the car painted, and my body guy had this door panel off, and what most likely happened is he did not disconnect the battery before disconnecting the side airbag here. So let's get started. I'll show you guys the airbag scan tool that I purchased on Amazon. It's super cheap, it works really well, and it can be a little bit tricky to determine the exact codes if you don't know, if you're diagnosing an airbag light issue. Like I said, I have an idea of what the problem is on this car, so I have a little bit of an edge here. Okay, so here is our airbag tool. This is the B800 airbag tool that I purchased on Amazon. As always, I will link this up in the description below. And it's a pretty basic tool here. We have our standard OBD2 port that plugs in just underneath here on most cars. Some, like the 7 Series is a little bit different. I think the 7 Series is like behind the cup holder or something. Anyway, this plugs into the standard OBD2 port on your car. And once you do that, you pretty much just hit the enter button. From FA, which is the diagnostic setting, we'll get a couple of different numbers. The first one is going to be for the table. That will allow you to go to the table in the manual, and it comes with this semi-helpful book here. You're going to kind of go through, find the table, and then find the code. And that will let you know what the fault is in the system. Okay, so let's scan this car and see what we can come up with. We'll turn the ignition on to position 2. Okay, so we have FA, which is our diagnostic setting. If we hit the scroll button here, it goes to CA, which clears and erases the codes. But first you want to diagnose the code before you clear it. So I'll hit the scroll button again. FA is what we want. Hit enter. So 03, this is our first code, and that references our table number, table 3. So let's hit enter again. It looks like we have a code 51 and a code 505. So let's look in the book and see what we can come up with from table 3, 51, and 5. Now when I first bought this tool, I wasn't able to find a table 3, which shows up when you scan. So, we have table 2, 38, a bunch of other ones, but I couldn't find table 3. So I messaged the seller, and they said that table 40 in this booklet is the same as table 3. I'm not sure why that is. A little bit strange, but needless to say, I haven't had a problem with it since, if you can overlook that small flaw. So here we are, table 40, aka table 3. And if we see, we had code 5 was one of them. Firing circuit, side airbag, front left side. So that explains our airbag here on the driver's side front that was disconnected. We also had a code 51, and oddly enough, I couldn't find a code 51 on this table. Another strange thing. Not the greatest, but on one of the tables here, code 51 just means that there's a fault lamp. So, yeah, that one might just show up with, pretty much every code that indicates there's a fault lamp. Maybe more of a generic code. Anyway, that's sort of the downsides when you're trying to diagnose with this tool, but for the price you really can't beat it. So let's go ahead and clear our code here. Again, that's this light down here, our airbag light. Okay, so we're gonna go from FA, which is our diagnostic mode, hit scroll to CA to clear the code, hit enter. Sometimes you gotta do this a couple times. Okay, now that we've done that, you'll see the airbag light start to flash. And eventually it should just go out. Okay, and it looks like our code is cleared. And our code is officially gone. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please smash that like button and subscribe.